You may know producer, engineer, mixer Joe Barresi by his impressive list of clients. But did you know that he's an avid user of Overloud plugins? We dropped by his studio with our friend Sabino from MoReVoX to ask him how he likes using Overloud's Dopamine and REmatrix in his sessions.
I started working at Sound City back in the day where the actual first Dolby 301 kind of thing was invented. The assistant brought the Dolby unit from the back and he ran into the control room and fell, and when he fell the cards came out, and when they put the cards back in he didn't quite put the bass compression card all the way back in, and they loved the sound of it. So Keith Olsen actually screwed the card with some spacers so you couldn't put the card all the way back in. That became our go-to Dolby stretch unit for a long time, and now everybody's in the digital world and you can't even find these things anymore. So there's been a few of them that have come out that I've always tried, and none of them have quite sounded as good. But the Dopamine sounds killer. I use it all the time. I use it on Alice in Chains. I'm using it right now, Slipknot. This thing just gives you a nice clarity. I use it on the strings and acoustic guitars and vocals and stuff like that. But I'm mainly using it on vocals. During the Alice in Chains record, the vocal harmonies are so huge between Jerry and Will. The layers and layers of vocals and backing vocals, and to try to get it to all sit together and cut through, it was great. I mean, there's only so much EQ you can use before everything just gets too cloudy.
What about REmatrix? Why you start to use REmatrix?
Sometimes I'll just go, man, I need something that's got a lot of control and that's different. That's usually when the light bulb clicks and goes, hey, REmatrix. Pop-up REmatrix. It's kind of like a one-stop shop. It looks like a mixer. You know, there's no layers and layers of menus, really. The library is pretty extensive, and the presets, there's so many presets. You're like, I really need a reverb for these hand claps. You go in there and you're like, hey, right hand claps. That's pretty good. Thick hand claps. That's even better. Go to the Paterno presets. I'm like, let's see. John did all the work for me here. Let me dive in through a few things. Okay, that's working, that's not. I like some of the smashed room sound.
So do you use also the inside processors? REmatrix?
Yeah. Click on modulation, you can tweak it. Click on the drive section, you can tweak it. I need a little pre-delay, or maybe a little dirtier or less dirt. Or it's not just like your normal reverb. I like to tell people, like, separate yourself from everybody else. Everybody is the same, technically, but how you rise to a different area is how you separate yourself and create things that are different, environments that are different, sounds that are different. Plugins, same thing. When you all start from the same scratching point, you know, this is a delay. Okay, cool. Everybody's got that delay. But this is a delay that I used on this thing, and it's modeled after this thing, and it ran into that thing. Now it's a whole different sounding delay. So now I've got something different, and I'm using something different, which is pretty cool.
Why not try Dopamine, REmatrix, or any Overloud product free for 14 days at tryoverloud.com.